Carol, ready? My mic's not on, Carol. There we go. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. The regular meeting of the board will now come to order. The special meeting, which was noticed, has been canceled. Please note that the board met in executive session just prior to the meeting to discuss legal matters. I'll call a roll call. Vice Chairman Lawrence? Is he on the line? Ken?
Not yet.
Is everyone able to get back on?
Did they get back on?
Anybody back on?
Got it. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Anyone? Let's give them 1 minute, see if we
Call everybody else and just come back to them.
Did the system go down again like it did a couple months ago? Okay, just checking. All right, we'll start off. Mike Carroll,
Present.
Mark Dambley, Tom Ellis, Rob Fox, Kevin Johnson, Hope Knoble,
Here.
Bill Leonard,
Here.
Debbie Mailer, Commissioner Moskowitz, I think she's going to get on the phone, Dan Muroff, and I think Esteban Vera and Representative White will join us on the call. Ken, you on there?
I am present, Mr. Chairman.
Perfect, thank you. All right, we can get started then. This is the last time we'll get together in 2022. I want to thank everyone for their hard work throughout this year. Employees at every level have worked hard in the face of unprecedented challenges, and I know their collective efforts and resolve will continue to bring positive results in the new year. I'm pleased to announce we will have some additional resources to help us enhance safety and security on the system. Yesterday, SEPTA was awarded nearly $5 million through a new state safety and security program created in this year's state budget. The additional funding will support our ongoing customer and employee safety initiatives, and I want to thank our representatives in Harrisburg for their support in providing these additional resources. Before we move on, I want to wish everyone a happy holidays, and we look forward to seeing you in 2023. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the November 17th regular board meeting. These minutes have been circulated. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any objections? I'll call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are approved. Move on to the financial report. Nick?
Thank you. So passenger revenue for November was $1,274,000 under budget, and for the first 5 months of FY23, it was under budget by $251,000. Ridership continues to be impacted by telework programs offered by employers. Transit ridership was 55% of pre-COVID levels, and regional rail ridership was 49% of pre-COVID levels. Operating expenses for November were under budget by $635,000, and for the first 5 months of FY23, they were under budget by $1,450,000. For the first 5 months of FY23, there was a budget surplus of $653,000. With federal COVID relief funding providing operating assistance, SEPTA continues to provide with a balanced budget. Thank you.
I'll entertain a motion that financial report be received and filed. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none. November financial report received and filed. Please note that all written comments and voicemail messages that have been received will be included in the official board transcript, which we then post to the SEPTA website. Move on to the consent calendar, which consists of renewal from Chubb Federal Insurance Company and Fair American Insurance Company of Directors and Liabilities Insurance, award of contracts pursuant to request for proposals, supplemental reimbursement agreement between SEPTA and the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation relating to the reconstruction of Township Line Road, which crosses over SEPTA's Lansdale-Doylestown Regional Rail Line in Franconia and Hatfield, Montgomery County. Authorization to award contracts for various procurements, award of contracts for sole source procurements, authorization to execute an amendment. All the items on the consent calendar have been reviewed by the appropriate board committees in public session. I'll entertain a motion to adopt these resolutions.
So moved. Second.
Any comments or questions? Any abstentions? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The resolutions are adopted. Let's move on to the epic.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Report of the General Manager, CEO, Leslie.
Okay, thank you, Chairman. We have a lot of great holiday activities to report this month, but before I get to that, I wanted to announce some very exciting news for us and introduce you to a new member of the SEPTA team. Emmanuel Myrtle, who is sitting to my left here, has joined SEPTA this week as our new Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer. I want to thank this board for all that you've done helping us with our reorganization, seeing how important this position is, and we are very happy to have her on board. Emanuela comes to us from HNTB, the National Infrastructure Engineering and Design firm, where she served as Division Diversity Director for the company's Southeast Division. The Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer position is a newly created role and demonstrates our commitment to ensure a healthy, vibrant, and rewarding environment for everyone who works at or does business here at SEPTA. Emanuela will report directly to me and will be responsible for continuing to build and cultivate a culture within SEPTA that promotes inclusion, diversity, equity, and access for employees, customers, vendors, contractors, and diverse communities. So please join me in welcoming Emanuela. So on to some of our holiday activities. On our SEPTA Santa Express. As we know, the holidays are busy and festive time for everyone, and that is the same here at SEPTA. We go all out to celebrate the season and bring joy to our customers and the communities we serve. We kicked off the holiday season in Center City on November 25th with the return of the SEPTA Santa Express, and it was powered by Penn Medicine. Commuters and holiday revelers joined SEPTA and Center City District for a fun-filled train ride from NRG Station on the Broad Street line to City Hall Station, followed by a festive parade that included Santa Claus to the Rothman Orthopedics ice rink at Dilworth Park. We also continued the holiday spirit from December 1st, continued December 1st with the 9th annual holiday vehicle competition. Designs range this year from country to Black Panther to the Flintstones. The 8 buses represent each of the 8 districts and are driving around the neighborhoods they serve, showing off their holiday style. The public is invited to take a walk through these decorated buses at select locations in Center City. Today, from 11 to 4, 3 of the buses are stationed right here in front of our building at 1234 Market Street. On Saturday and Sunday, all 8 of the holiday decorated buses will be at the Christmas Village at Love Park from 10 to 5. Also very exciting, one of our buses, Coco Melon, which I just learned is a TV show that is very popular with our youngest audiences. They were the winner of the vehicle decorating contest, and they brought the Christmas spirit to St. Christopher's Hospital this week, St. Chris's for Children. They also got a great shout out and some love from the kids on their social media channel. So we're very excited about that. As a holiday gift from SEPTA to our customers, free parking at all SEPTA-owned parking lots has been extended until further notice. This includes all surface lots and garages. I do want to note, however, that parking fees at station facilities operated by non-SEPTA entities do remain in effect. So please check signs before you park. On Bus Revolution, this fall, SEPTA has held over 35 public engagement sessions about the first draft of the Bus Revolution plan. Our current bus network has not been updated in more than a generation, and Bus Revolution is a redesign intended to maximize all available resources to deliver a more efficient and predictable service for our customers. Through this engagement, we have gathered valuable feedback, and we've already started making changes based on some concerns raised. For example, we adjusted 2 routes serving Manayunk, Roxborough, and Winfield Heights and Overbrook, so that we can continue to provide direct bus service to and from Center City. A complete review of the plan is underway, and we will share an updated draft network later this winter. Once that updated version is ready, we will have another series of meetings to get more feedback. SEPTA is committed to listening to our riders to create a better bus network that is more reliable, simpler to understand, and runs more frequently throughout the day, evenings, and weekends. To achieve this, we need to balance the frequency and coverage we provide by streamlining some of the circuitous and redundant pieces of our network to enhance efficiency and connectivity. It has been very encouraging to see so many of our riders engaged in this process. This feedback is critical, and we look forward to hearing more as we move forward early next year. About the Army-Navy game, it was back in Philadelphia last Saturday, and SEPTA accommodated passengers traveling to the link with 10 Sports Express trains on the Broad Street line to NRG. I want to thank our folks who did a great job making sure this additional service ran smoothly. Also, leading app Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook is ensuring Eagles fans get home safely the rest of the football season by partnering with SEPTA to provide free rides home from NRG Station on the Broad Street line. SEPTA offers fans easy and convenient travel on the Broad Street line and connecting services. We also are very happy to announce that last month SEPTA was awarded a $300,000 federal grant to study transit-oriented development in Delaware County. The grant is one of 19 projects awarded funding by the Federal Transit Administration through the pilot program for transit-oriented development planning. This study highlights SEPTA's comprehensive vision for how trolley network improvements can achieve broader transportation goals and increase access to opportunity and affordable housing. In keeping with our commitment to do all we can to address violence in our communities, SEPTA has joined in partnership with the Civic Coalition to Save Lives. This coalition is bringing together civic, business, community, and faith-based organizations in a broad effort to reduce gun deaths annually using strategies that have proven successful in other cities. SEPTA is invested in the communities we serve, the well-being of our employees and our riders, and we are committed to supporting this important effort. It's one of the most important things we can do for the city. I'd like to share a story that shows the compassion and caring nature of our employees. On Sunday, October 30th, a newly adopted cat named Edgar got loose from his broken carrier and escaped onto the track area at 2nd Street Station on the Market Frankfurt line. And I believe we have some of the employees I'm going to mention here, so please stand up when I say your name. John Murphy, SEPTA's B&B Facilities Program Manager, discovered the spook cat the next day in the westbound track area. When Marvin Champ, our transportation manager for Sub L, arrived for work, he joined the rescue effort and tried to coax the cat out of its hiding place. He safely accessed the track area and after a few attempts was able to capture Edgar and hand him over to a PAWS volunteer who had a new carrier and some treats waiting. I'm happy to report that Edgar is perfectly safe and will be home to celebrate the holidays with his owners. And I truly want to thank our workers who go above and beyond, truly showing how much they care about everyone here in the Philadelphia region. So thank you very much.
You didn't say perfect. You didn't say perfect.
I know, I couldn't do it. So Marvin and John, we really appreciate. I also want to do a quick update. I know I've gotten a lot of calls. We did have a dog that was found on one of our railroad tracks, and I'm happy to report that Animal Rescue has gotten back to us, and after several surgeries, the dog is doing well. While it has not regained use of their hind legs, their health is in good shape, and they anticipate that dog will be up for adoption soon. So I just wanted to report back. And then in closing, I want to honor SEPTA's first female train operator. SEPTA truly lost a legend last month when Frankie Hardaway, the authority's first female train operator, passed away. Frankie began her career at SEPTA in 1977 as a trolley operator. A few years later, she set her sights on becoming a train operator, blazing a trail for women behind her. Though she faced obstacles during her training, both as the first woman and as a Black woman, Frankie was undeterred. After completing her training on December 31st, 1982, she began working on the Broad Street subway line. She broke tradition and paved the way for other women to do the same. Today, 4 years later, women at SEPTA work as train operators, rail maintainers, construction equipment operators, and vehicle equipment body mechanics. No role is off limits. Frankie Hardaway left her mark on SEPTA and advanced opportunities for so many women coming up behind her in the industry, and we are truly grateful, and her legacy will live on for a very long time here at SEPTA. That concludes my report.
And she was great, so thank you. Let's move on. We got a couple speakers. We'll start off with John Flaherty. Flaherty? You're on.
Mr. Chairman, I decline. That's okay. Thank you for the
right.
opportunity.
Thank you for your opportunity for coming on. Kelvin Carrington. Okay. Mr. Carrington?
Yes,
You're
good
on.
afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. The public has been told that you, the SEPTA board, has the final decision on the implementation of the bus realignment plan. I'm asking you to consider the temperature of the riding public and end this project in its current form now. First, it was to be revenue neutral. Then it was to be time neutral. Now it is to prepare for an end to some level of federal funding. What I know as a lifelong rider is the system-wide realignment would cause more additional travel time and rider scheduling chaos than any possible reduction in travel time. My L-shaped bus route south on 20th Street through South Philly and east on Market Street, if eliminated, will unnecessarily create a hardship for its riders. You would have to walk 2 extra blocks to get on the bus, then make a transfer at Market Street, causing unknown loss of time. Furthermore, we will be susceptible to bad weather conditions, which would also be a negative result of just this one route elimination. And we also believe, well, a lot of us also believe that we should have been asked, first of all, what we thought about getting around on the bus system. And if you take into account the low level of literacy in this city, changing all the bus numbers and having to read when people can't read these route changes would cause immeasurable harm. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carrington. Johnny Johnson. Mr. Johnson? Not on. Last one, Judith Robinson. Not on. Wow. Merry Christmas. Well, thank you. Again, Manuela, welcome to the team. We're glad to have you here. And again, there is no role women can't do here, so we're happy to have you on board. Thank you. And if not, no other further comments other than wishing everybody a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. I'll ask for a move to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Any objections? Have a great holiday, guys, and the staff. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.